What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the next video in learning PHP. My name is QT Yazani and you guys watching my channel Kuraiwood. Alright, so we have discussed so far arithmetic operators, arithmetic comparison. We have seen the operator, and the last one which is I'm going to discuss today is logical operator. Logical operators in AND and OR. So I'm going to show you guys shortly what is AND and OR is. So I have created the logical operator inside my PHP. To save time, you guys can create that one too in save time. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna copy to any of these bad guys here. Alright, so I'm gonna paste it here. So if you guys look in here, it's logical operator. I'm gonna change it, logical operator, and you guys see that value is, so we're going to test a few our logical operator with AND and OR. So if you guys come here and you guys can create two variables. So the first one is we're going to put it as a horsepower. So our horsepower is going to be, say, 2000 horsepower, 200, 2000, and our car is going to be Ferrari. Ferrari. So our car is going to be Ferrari, and our horsepower is going to be, let's say, 2000. Alright, so the first condition is we're going to come down here and we're going to equal our condition, and we're going to say if our car is Ferrari or not. If it's Ferrari, and if it's 95, if it's 2000 horsepower or not. So we come here and inside the PHP we're going to do our first condition. We're going to say if, and what's the condition? If horsepower is greater than 3000, so greater than 2000, or we see or with the two pipes. If you guys look at here, the two pipes here, and our car is Ferrari. Our Ferrari is equal to yes. So we're gonna put a Ferrari, and we're gonna put assign a yes to Ferrari. Okay, or you guys can do the other way around. Car, you guys can do car, and you guys can do Ferrari. Okay, so if our car is equal to Ferrari, okay, so the first one, now because we put a equal sign and we're going to test the two condition, we see which ones are okay. So the first one is we're going to do equal, and what's the equal? We're going to put a 2p tag, HTML tag, and we're going to close it here, p, and the first one put a test. It's really powerful and fast, and we do our else. It's very powerful and fast. It's okay. It's typical car. Alright, so which condition is good? I'm gonna check. So we have two variables. First of one is horsepower is 2000 and the car is Ferrari. So now we check horsepower is greater than 2000 and the car is Ferrari. It's really powerful and fast. We see which one. And if you guys come here, and you guys look at here that it's really powerful and fast. So our first condition is true. And now we're going to do exactly the same one but with the and. So if you guys come here and we're going to put a echo line, echo HR, we want to draw a line here, and if you copy everything here, okay, so now here you guys need to put two parentheses, because if you guys notice here, now we have 1 and you guys can put 2. So I'm gonna put a because we're gonna put our end, and you guys can do here as well. And if you guys, the first condition is the horsepower is greater than 2000 and car is a Ferrari, you guys can put this one. So we have a similar strings here, the top one, and we're testing the similar, but the only difference is here is or and here is and. So we see this one, we check the second condition, it's a typical car. So if you guys notice, we have, if the horsepower is greater than 2000, our horsepower here on top is 2000, it's only 2000 if it's, but it's not greater than 2000, and our car is Ferrari. So the car is Ferrari, and in both our conditions the car is Ferrari, and the first condition it says horsepower is greater than 2000, and the second condition it says also greater than 2000. So we have a similar condition, but this one says or and this one says and. So if horsepower is greater than 2000 or car is Ferrari, so it checks for any condition, any, it means that always checks for any condition. So when you guys see this one, it says, so the first condition, the first one is not true and the second one is true, and you see that it says that it's really powerful and fast because the second one is true, because we're using the or. And in this here, this one, it says horsepower is greater than 2000 and car is Ferrari. So this is not telling us and, it's or, but this telling us and any of the it means when you guys do this, it means both of them has to be true. So the first condition is not true and the second condition is true, so that it has to be true, both of them, otherwise it's gonna give us negative. And you guys see it's typical car, or it's not a fast car. But if you guys gonna put a if horsepower is equal to 2000, then you guys see the different result. But because we are not checking the equality, we're checking the greater than. And if you guys look at here, we see we have two similar string here, and the first one, the logical operator is or, because when you guys put a lot of conditions, horsepower, car, say tires, blah blah, but if you guys put a or, if it's got, like, say, even if it's like 10 conditions, but if all of them's got a or, even one of them is true and your statement comes true. Otherwise, if and for and, if you guys got like 3 or 4 or 5, and all of them has to be true. If one false, it means that everything is false. In our second here, you look at the second parenthesis, this one is true, and you guys look at here, this one is true, but we have a negative here. It's typical car because the horsepower is not 2000. So this is the logical operator in PHP. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.